am just disheartened as I can be. I had about 9 minutes of a video done this afternoon and tonight. One of the biggest bucks I've seen. I say that. I mean, it was a really... He was pushing 140. First time this year. I've been looking everywhere. I went in blind again. And, you know, I went in there and I went in there real quiet. I didn't even take my tree stand. I was talking earlier about, you know, my truck breaking down and then there goes the doe. My truck breaking down and my, kind of throwing my back out because I got lost on one of these missions to places I've never been before. So I go in there and I get set up, man. I did it right, you know. I mean, it's grueling to walk in there that quiet and to get that close. I actually saw this deer stand up. That's how close I was. And I had this on video. A minute after he stood up, I had him on, 30 seconds after he stood up. You know, I didn't have the camera on when he first stood up. And, I mean, this is a great deer, man. I mean, if I'd have got him and, well, if I'd even got the footage, which I did, which comes to my story here, you know, I had this thing perfect, and I've been running out of phone space for videos and stuff, and I've got a separate folder that I'll dump all my videos for the website in, and then after I do, I sort through them, I delete them off my phone. Well, I had some from earlier that didn't go through that I just posted earlier today that I thought it went through. And so I dumped these, obviously. I dumped these in there and then I deleted everything out of that folder. I know several friends of mine are gonna, Hunter Doppler, gonna tell me all about, yeah, whatever. And I don't blame him. But man, what a shame. This was a great deer, man. It wasn't great footage. I didn't take my big camera. Like I said, I was beat up. I didn't even take my stand. This is the best deer I've ever in my life seen hunting off the ground, which is something new I'm doing now too. There's times if you can catch the wind just right to where you can use the kind of a crosswind on him, because he was cutting into the wind, but I was so close to his bed, and like I was telling y'all about how they want to be in certain places when they're bedding. He was so close that he hadn't had time to really turn into the wind to catch wind of me. So that's kind of what I call, you know, I'm giving the deer the wind. And hey, I was shocked. This is the best I've ever done at this. I've been doing this for about 3 years, trying this way. And this is the first time I've been able to actually see one stand up. I mean, he stood up and all I seen was horns. I didn't know he was there. We were probably... I first got him on video at 48 yards. You know, I've made shots. I practice all the time at 60 and 70 and 80 in the yard. 48's actually not that bad with that Hoyt. But I wanted to get some coverage of him. I didn't have a camera arm. I didn't have nothing but my phone. Then, you know, I wanted to try to get some before and after, you know. Well, I got the before. Well, I had 3 separate videos. One was 5 minutes. The other one was roughly 5 minutes, and then I had a 3-minute video of all the time of this stare down that he gave me. He came out and he picked me out. I was just sitting on the ground. I was actually in a deer bed for a different wind. And I was looking at it and I just said, well, I'm going to sit here because it was in such a great spot. I was like, man, can't nothing see me and this, that, and the other. Well, I believe it may have been his bed because, I mean, he picked me out. I mean, he knew immediately that something up there on that hill was wrong. You know, if he'd have made it about another 5 or 6 yards, I'd have tried to get a good shot on him. You know, it was more of an observation stand. I expected to maybe see a deer or two move around and then me move in on them closer, which I have learned that it's better, you know, the first time you go in there and get as close as you can. Try not to blow them out. But I'm just heartbroken, man. I've never had an opportunity like this before. It's like I said, I've killed them and been close to their bedding, but man, I was right on top of this deer, and I lost the footage too. So that's been my season so far. You know, like I said, I haven't been able to get my videos posted when I like to. Haven't been able to get my truck to run. I finally got my truck back running. I blow out my back. And then today, I delete my own footage by accident. Best footage I've ever had. So here we go. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow, so I'm going. Rain, snow, shine, whatever. I'm going to try to sneak back in there if the wind's right. If not, I'll wait till it is. See y'all later.